And hello, Kerbonauts. This is Mr. Kassarian, and welcome back. So, I'm being a bad YouTuber and not recording what's actually in my schedule for today. Instead, I'm just recording what I want to, which is more Kerbal Space Program. Alright, so let's take a look at that rocket we were working on, shall we? As I pull up my timer. Okay. The Mercury A1. Alright, so here's what I'm thinking, right? We didn't have enough fuel in the upper stages. That stage didn't have enough fuel, or was rather too heavy. So what is powering this? Wait a second. Probably this one. If I remember correctly. Yes, alright, this is the plane. So that needs to go. Second, this upper stage is way too heavy. But the base stage had no trouble lifting whatsoever. Okay, so we'll stick these down here. Right? And then we will bring this down. Take those off, just to lighten the launch vehicle just a little bit. Okay, does that look good to everyone else? I think it looks good to me. And then just to be on the safer side, we put some cameras on it. Let's put 4 solar panels on. Some batteries on. We have our parachutes. Cost is 700. Well, let's then put that on and that on. Okay. And then, just for some increased survivability, that's not going to work too well. Because, see, the trick is I want it to actually land on those things. I don't think there's any good way of doing that, to be honest with you. But that should be good for now. And then just for safety's sake, I'm going to slap a parachute box on there. All right, just for safety's sake. So let's look at this. These two are in their own stage, right? Yeah. That's there. This is there, and these are... So this SEPs and that SEPs. And that's for those. So let's yank that down. Because I don't want these to fire. So let's do that. Let's hope this thing works. I'll just go and build it. What's the worst that could happen? There are a lot of bad things that could happen. And we're almost done. And I believe we're done. All right. Mercury 1. Remove Jeb. And we'll go with Bob for this run. Launch, please. So now, hopefully this thing will work just a wee bit better. Now, I might not use abort. We'll see. All right, so we are on the launch pad. We have guidance is a go. And we do have liftoff. Liftoff of Bob Kerman in the Mercury 1. Now, hopefully we've lightened this thing up enough that we can actually manage this. We are torching out fuel now, aren't we? Alright, Mercury Curb 1 is away. What does vessel viewer say? Oh. Well, that's cool. Oh, we're missing our gravity turn. Oh gosh, what is it doing? Oh, it's the... Yeah, okay, I see what's happening here. Well, ooh. Crew report, please. We do have acceleration. We do need to make sure. Oh, we have test. We can just run the test. Okay, we don't have to actually fire the stupid things. All right, just managing this. Just watching my fuel carefully. This is not going to make it into orbit. Oh, good. Stage recovered. Yeah, we are not going to make it up high enough. However, we're going to make it to space, which is a good thing. Now, we probably could make it without these silly things on there. What does my band have to be? 19100. That's a stacked decoupler. 91 kilometers. Okay, that's a little high. Oh, we should be down on that apoapsis right now. We are going to have almost no thrust. Yeah, we're not going to get orbit. Another failed flight. Not quite enough power to make it into orbit. All right, that's fine. But we are in space. Oh, it's probably not picking up these things. Huh? Why aren't you... Why aren't you letting me run the science? Alright, well, anyways, let me, That is so strange. Oh. I thought those were materials bays. Oh, I'm a derp. Okay. So let's stage these off. Let's move this down. parachute is active. All right. And let's see how much of this we can bring home all at once. Because we shouldn't see too much bad happen. So those are empty bays. I thought those were materials bays. Those are empty bays to put science modules and experiments into. So that was a mistake on my part. Oh. No, it would be a PR nightmare. Yeah. All right, we actually may have crossed through the band we wanted for that, but I don't really care right now. I honestly just want this thing to come down so we can start another mission. Let me come back once that happens. All right, so a couple tech nodes worth of unlocking later, and we finally have ourselves a mech jeb, which I am so very happy about. Like, you guys don't understand. Not for any other reason other than this. There we go. Now I actually know what I'm doing here. All right. Okay, so yes, our delta V is way too low. And these are coming off. These are coming off. To make this thing nice and clean, let's take that crap off. Let's take that off, merge that back in. Okay. That's that with the parachutes there. So that should be merged up with that. This should go down to there. There we go. All right, we also got some new engines, which is the Maverick 1 Delta, which gives us 350 thrust versus the... plenty of thrust on that. And that gives us 325 versus 320 to 355, 370. So I can actually pull this. I said pull this. Put this back. Replace that like that. That gives us a total of about 3,000 meters per second delta V with a lot of fuel. So let's get this out of the way. Jam that on. 1.07. Okay. At the risk of unbalancing our entire rocket, let's do you higher in the stage order. All right, well that only gives us about 0.89 on my secondary stage. Which is where I just added all that fuel. These things are bloody heavy. So now we're just sitting at 0.97. Right, we're going to trash that entirely. Oh, right, and that's why I had this thing staged, because... Let's see. No, that's still not going to work. And then this goes. There we go. And then let's check our action groups. That should be set up fine. All right, let's wheel that out. Oh, no, I didn't want to do that. Okay. Swivel and axis control surfaces. All right. Awesome. Yes, and they are... There we go. So now we have a rocket that looks like a rocket. Build the vessel. Exit the build. All right, let's look at what a rocket planner thingy-majigger looks like. Scrap that. And let's work towards completion. Because we don't have anything else interesting going on. There we go. We're all set. Fab storage. Let's wheel her out to the launch pad. Remove Jeb, and we'll shove... Jeb could have another flight, actually. I'm not as concerned this time because we actually have some sort of an ejection system mounted on this thing. So hopefully we get this thing into space. Hopefully. And hopefully we get it orbital. Alright, so let's engage our SAS. Throttle all the way up. And launch. Let's pull that throttle down just a little bit, shall we? We don't need to torch through all of our fuel here. Ah. Let's do our... we'll save it. Look at that, though. The sun glow and the... Oh, that's so nice. Oh, gosh. That's a fair amount of oscillation going on here. Oh, that's a little bit better. Oh, no, 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 no. No, 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 no. Fight it. Fight it. Hold it there, will ya? As the launch vehicle is attempting to not go the way I want it to. Let's put her up on a 45 until we get to about 60. There we go, we're up at 60. Oh, this is much nicer. Much nicer on turn in this launch. Plenty of fuel now. We're aiming for a decent orbit for this mission. Let's bring it down now. We need to be gaining that much more velocity here. Kill our thrusters. And there we go. We are partway to orbit with plenty of fuel left. All right, add maneuver. Bring that back just a little bit. 72 and 79. 70, 79. Looks good to me. Oh, we should be burning now. About 1,000 delta V left on this stage. Let's see what our delta V stats look like. Oh, plenty, 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 plenty. Stop hiding up there, Mac Chat. Really now. Plenty of delta V for this little blob. See, we just needed to lighten this thing up a little bit. While we're circularizing, we can do a materials study. Keep that data. And a mystery kit. Keep that data. Oh, we should use the second mystery kit on our way up. Can I observe it now? Hey, wait a second. All right, we should be able to circularize this. There we go. Kerbin's upper atmosphere. See, it was intentional, just so I could grab that extra science. That's totally what just happened. Not your pilot over here derped out. And didn't realize that he'd be dropping into Atmo. Now, hopefully... Oh, we got plenty of electric charge on this thing. All right, good. We're coming out of the atmosphere. We just kind of dipped in a little bit. Just a little. Just dipped in there. There we go. I also have a mech chip right now. Just Delta V orbis info, surface info. Okay. Oh, and we have smart ASS. That's always good to have. So we should be back in space in just a couple seconds here. And then we can begin to loop to the other side. I'm just going to make a maneuver. Boop. 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 There we go. All right, and let's get over... Ooh, what do we have here? EV Airport. Sorry, this is what tends to happen with me. I tend to see something and go, ooh, shiny. Yeah. Yeah, there are usually some ooh, shiny moments going on here. Oh, okay. I think I can still burn here and not have a terrible consequence. Eek. Burn through that rotation just a little fast. I just need to get that edge out of the atmosphere. There you go. 70 by 70. Stage recovered. Thank you. Thank you. Stage recovered. Test, test. Ah, I have to recover it now. I think we already got the award for orbit. All right. So I'm just going to bring Jeb back through the atmosphere. Actually, before I do that, I might want to pull the science out of these science bays. So let's pull Jeb out on EVA. We can let go of the pod. Hit R to turn on our RCS pack if you're using stock configuration. I always forget that I'm not playing Space Engineers, where C is down and space is up. Come on, Jeb. Come on. Collect the data. Remove data. Collect the data. Remove the data. Nope. Ooh, what do we have? EV Airport? Yeah, I'll take that. We are plenty above the atmosphere. Come on, Jeb. Ooh. That was my mech Jeb pod I just knocked off. I'm not certain how I did that. Experiments stored. Let's grab on. Ooh. Board anyways. Okay. So now, just to bring her back down to the atmosphere, how did I lose my mech Jeb? I didn't lose my mech Jeb. Why did the computer think I lost my mech Jeb? Okay, let's nose her down. Nose her down. There we go. I think I can also... Yeah, okay. Come on. Come on. Come on. And... let's see how that did. No, I'm not being fuel efficient. Should be good enough for re-entry, so hopefully this will go well. Anyways, I'll see you guys back on the ground in just a few minutes. Alright, so that was a highly successful launch in my humble opinion. We have a couple testing missions ongoing currently, but I'm not too thrilled with them so far. Honestly, the testing missions seem to be more of a pain than they're actually worth. The windows are just so narrow, but... Multiple scientific observations. Okay. Position satellite in specific orbit. Wow. That's one heck of a launch. S1 SRB DKD25K. Okay. So I have to be between 70,000 and 400,000. I get 18,000 advance, 82 on completion, and 34 science. We'll do that. Back to the VAB. Alright, now we also have probe cores, which I'm kind of pleased about, because I'm not entirely certain I want to blow a Kerbal on this. Jeez. Thing is huge. Alright, so let's put a back SRB down. My gosh, this thing is it's a monstrosity. Jeepers. Let's get rid of these. Let's put that down as our core bit. Man, that thing is gigantic. So let's put a probe core on top, I guess. Let's put that on, I guess. Put a conic fairing, I guess. I mean, let's try and do this on the cheap, alright? So, we already have these radials, right? Might as well use them while we can. And then... what if we strap a pair of Globe 5s onto the side of this thing? Right? In fact, Jeb, what do you think about this plan? I think it's a horrible plan, Gus. I think it's one of the craziest things you've built in a very long time. Yeah, I'm not surprised you think that. So the Globe 5s only give us about 700 Delta V. Did I read that correctly? 400 Delta V. No, we don't. Yeah, 732 Delta V. Okay. So that's not going to work. What if we strap the Globe 4s on there? That's 932 on the Globe 4s. The thing is, this has to get us up, right? We have to get this Globe 5 all the way up. And that's just not going to give us enough Delta V. What if What if we thrust limit them, right? Doesn't change our Delta V, but... that's the thing, we just need more... I mean, unless we go stupid silly. And that gives us about 2,000 Delta V right off the bat. Do these things have thrust vectoring? I hope they do. I really hope they do. Because we have to get this thing up pretty high. All right, let's take this out for a sim. Let's do that. I don't know if this thing will get up. I don't know if this thing will actually get to orbit. I hope it doesn't. Because this is silly. This is really silly. Okay, look at those things wibble. All right. That would not work. I don't know how to get this thing up to that high of an orbit is the issue. Alright, well let's not use these standoff ones. Let's use these ones. Because I think these ones are actually a little sturdier. Did I actually catch that? Yeah, I did. Okay. So 2000 delta V. It's a tight cluster. This may or may not work. I'm thinking it probably won't, actually. But it's probably going to go to orbit. Probably. So let's at least simulate it. Well, this will be our final simulation before the end of the episode. I hope. We will not be launching this thing today. I will see if this thing launches off camera, and then we'll see how that works. Horribly. This is going to be funny. Ready for liftoff. No throttle needed in 2, 1. Whee! Now remember, these things have been thrust limited. No, I just want to go straight up, don't I? Oh, God. We need some roll control. Yeah, we need some roll control. All right. Keep it as 4. All right. Go to aerodynamics. Let's try this. Simulate. Hopefully this will work. Hopefully. All we really need it to do is get to orbit and get to 70,000. All right. So hopefully it'll work. Now, just for the sake of it, I'm going to watch this thing on the map view. Actually, we don't even need that. What am I thinking? I have my orbit info right here. As we get higher and higher up, we'll start to go transonic. We'll see what happens to this thing. Yeah, we're getting transonics all right. Look at that. We're already up to 20 kilometers. Getting hypersonic effects. Our Mach speed is off the charts. Same with our booster acceleration. We're already up to 50 kilometers. 70. Oh yeah, we're good. We are so good. We are so good, it's not even funny. And we need to stage this thing at 70. So let's see when we actually hit burnout. I'm pretty sure I know why we're over G. And we're just waiting on 70. Now let's see how far up this thing goes. Nice. Okay, so let's do this for real now. No, I didn't want to revert to launch. I want to go back to the VAB, but no, that's fine. Neither here nor there, I guess. All right, so build it. Okay. Revert to the editor. We should see this thing under construction in our launch panel. Ooh, I have a solution too. Hold on. Ah! 2 with 1 stone. Haha. See? I can test these too. Go to action groups. Highlight these things. Get out of my way. No, or not apparently. Build vessel, exit. Okay. Hopefully this thing will work. We're going to have to clear a couple of the extraneous builds from our construction window. Scrap. Fab list. Warp 2. And that has to be 91 to 60 something. Vessel complete. All right. VAB storage. Launcher. All right. So this is basically a test of me launching giant SRBs into space. Quite literally straight up. All right. So let's get this pulled down here. Oh, we need to test those radials, don't we? There we go. All right. SAS on. Can I? Yes, okay. Launch. And now the rest of this flight is just to sit back and watch. That's it. This thing is basically 4 SRBs strapped to an SRB. Straight up as fast as it can. Now, the advantage of this flight, actually, it's horribly inefficient, by the way, because I'm hitting a huge amount of atmospheric resistance. I'm way, 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 way above my terminal velocity, I think. None of this thing is designed to be recovered, by the way. Like, none of it. I guess I could have put a science pack on here, but that's not really not what we're aiming for with this. Out to like 90. Alright, yeah, we're fine. We're absolutely fine. Now just remember, we want to keep this open. At 70,000, we're going to stage. We'll sep those. We'll run our test. Oh, that has to be an orbit? Oh. Scratch that. That's not going to happen anytime soon. Contract complete. Thank you. Vessel complete. Thank you. Really? Oh, that has to be an orbit? No, that's not going to happen. Sorry, buddy. I wonder how far out we're going to run with this. Should put some solar panels or something on this thing. Oh. Oh, jeez. Look at this. We're going interplanetary. That gives me an idea. Oh my gosh. That's Jewel. That's Elu. That's insane. That's absolutely nuts. Turn SAS off. That is insane. How do you... How? Just how? yeah, solid fuel deprived. No, really. That's nuts. There's no way they should have gotten out that far. If we just put a little bit of fuel on it, jeez. I mean, you can't aim at anything, really. But I mean, look at that, guys. That's absolutely crazy. Wow. All right, so this has been Mr. Kazarian. I want to thank you guys for watching. Now that I've shocked myself with how powerful those SRBs are, I've given myself an idea. So I'm going to have to toy around with that in between this episode and the next. But until that point, ladies and gentlemen, this has been Mr. Kazarian. And as always, happy flying.